Hello, welcome to another edition of Virtual Library Madness. Today's project is a paper spinner. So you'll have your packet like this. The items that you'll need from home is you'll need some type of glue. It could be school glue, it can be a glue stick. You'll also need something to decorate, so you could use crayons, you could use markers, you could use colored pencils, you could grab some sharpies. You can mix them up. So you'll need to gather those materials, and then you have you have a template in there that's already finished, so you can make the spinner right away and try it out. And then you have a blank one, so you can decorate it however you'd like, which is what I did with this one. I will tell you that if you use crayon, the Sharpie is gonna work better if you'd like to add some detail. Like that one, I made the squiggly lines and I made the dots. You can play around with all different types of patterns to see what it looks like. If you wanna make other ones, I have some written instructions. Basically, you're just gonna use what I've given you as a template and trace and make some more if you enjoy this project. So basically, you're gonna wanna decorate the one, then you're gonna glue it to your cardboard circles. Then you're also going to need, I forgot to tell you this at the beginning, you're gonna need something a little sharp. This is a tiny screwdriver with a Phillips head, and a Phillips head is the pointier one, it's not the flat. So a tiny screwdriver would work. I think a ballpoint pen would work. But once you have this glued on here, I'm gonna hold this close to the camera. It's really hard to see because I colored it, but there's some little circles that you'll see, and you're gonna need to pierce through to the other side to make a hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You might need a grown-up to help you. And also I should add, if you glue this, you need to be patient. So you need to make sure that it's really dry before you go ahead. If you own a hot glue gun and your parents wanna help you, then that's a little more instantaneous. You would be able to do it right away, but you don't want to start spinning it until it's really dry. So I went ahead and I put my holes in, and then, let me adjust, my camera keeps falling. So then you have your string, and you're going to want to put that through one end, right? So you can see it's hanging out. And then you're gonna take the other side, put it through the other hole. Okay. That one's not going through as well. I think I need to punch that hole a little bit better. If your string gets a little frayed, which is what's happening with this side, you can take a little bit of wet glue and put it on there. So you're gonna wanna pull it through all the way so that your two loose ends are up here like this, because then we have to tie them together. This part is a little tricky. This twine is a little bit waxy, so you probably need an adult to help you. You're gonna wanna get it nice and tight. In fact, the first time I tied mine, it came undone. So you want that knot to be way at the top of this, and you might need to double knot it, which is what I ended up doing, okay? So once that's done, then you're ready to spin. You're gonna pull it. So you're gonna take your pointer fingers, you're gonna put those on either end. So you see how it's a loop, there's my knotted side, okay? And so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna spin, 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 and you actually need to put your thumb, rest your thumb right there so it's holding on to the string, and then you're gonna spin, 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 spin. What you're wanting to do is and then it's gonna spin. So the reason this works is this twine is I'm gonna slow it down so you can see, it's gonna get all knotted up like that. It's gonna go all the way to your finger. So just practice this. This might take a little bit so put your fingers, put your thumb on to hold it in place, spin, 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 and then you're gonna feel that twine like wrap up all the way to your finger. It might almost hurt a little bit, okay? So spin, 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 spin. Oh, see, that one didn't work. So you gotta hold it. So just practice, and then you can see the color mixing that's happening and the blending. Okay, so you can try that with the one you made too. So don't get frustrated if it doesn't work right away, just keep practicing. The key is making sure pointer fingers and then hold the string with your thumbs. And you just have to spin, 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 spin until and I stopped it so you could see that that is wrapped around all the way to the top. It actually pinches just a little bit. Then you'll let it go and it'll fly back the other way with the tension. So spins. So you've got to hold it. And look at that, my rope just came apart, so I'm gonna have to retie it. So that is something to consider. It might be a good idea, even if you have hot glue gun, to knot it and then glue it and wait for it to dry. Or maybe takes a little piece of duct tape or something strong and just kind of wrap it around that knot so that it stays, okay? So have a fun time.